Chapter 1. Historiography, Development in the West. Tradition of Historiography. Modern Historiography. Development of scientific perspective in Europe and historiography. Notable scholars. Historical research, writing and studies are carried out with an objective of understanding the chronology of the past events and their interconnections. Chronology means the study of time. This is a continuous process. In the physical and natural sciences, the empirical method, that is, laboratory method of experiments and observation, is used to verify the available knowledge. This method allows formulating laws that remain true irrespective of the time and space. Those laws can be tested and proved repeatedly. In historical research, it may not be possible to use the method of laboratory experiments and observation. Why is that? Well, this is so because we were not present in the historical time and space, and the historical events cannot be recreated. Also, in history, it is not possible to formulate laws that remain true irrespective of the time and space. To begin, we need an expert who knows the language and script of a historical document in order to read it and understand its meaning. Also, the experts can examine the authenticity of the document by using criteria such as lettering style. Now, authentic means genuine or real. Author's style of writing, manufacturing date and type of paper, stamps of authority, etc. Such a document is further scrutinized by a historian with the help of relevant historical references. Scrutinized means to examine in detail with careful attention. Methods of various disciplines are used in historical research. For example, archaeology, archival science, manuscriptology, epigraphy, that is study of inscriptions. Archaeology means the scientific study of past human life and culture. Archival means the place where historical records are kept. Analysis of lettering style, linguistic, numismatics, that is study of coins, genealogy, that is study of lineage, etc. Historical research method. Writing of historical narrative. Examining relevant references of the available historical information. Collecting historical information, highlighting the processes that lead to historical transitions, carrying out comparative analysis. Understanding the references regarding time and space of the given historical events, and also various conceptual frameworks used in historical research method. Formulating relevant questions in view of the historical references. Formulating hypotheses. Critically examining of various sources of history. Tradition of historiography. We have learnt about the historical research method, critically examining the historical sources and writing the historical narrative. The writing of critical historical narrative is known as historiography. A scholar who writes such a narrative is a historian. The historian cannot include every past event in his narrative. The inclusion and interpretation of historical events by the historian often depends on the conceptual framework adopted by him. His style of writing is determined by that conceptual framework. The tradition of writing historical narrative, that is, historiography, was not prevalent in the ancient societies of the world. However, that does not mean that they were not aware of the historical time or were not eager to know about it. In fact, ancient people also felt the need of passing on the stories of the life and valor of the ancestors to the next generation. So what did they do? Ancient communities all over the world used various means like cave paintings, storytelling, singing songs and ballads, etc. for this purpose. These traditional means are looked upon as the sources of history in the modern historiography. Modern historiography. 4 main characteristics of modern historiography. 1. Its method is based on scientific principles. It begins with the formation of relevant questions. 2. These questions are anthropocentric. Anthropocentric means interpreting the world in terms of human values and experiences. It means that these questions are about the deeds of the members of ancient human societies of a particular period. History does not suggest any interrelation between the divine and human deeds. 3. Answers to these questions are supported by reliable evidence. 4. History presents a graph of mankind's journey with the help of past human deeds. It is said that the modern historiographies with above characteristics has its roots in the ancient Greek historical writing. History is originally a Greek term. Herodotus, the Greek historian of the 5th century BCE, used it first for his book entitled The Histories.